So having a look at marking out a curve in a slightly different way using ordinates. Now, the ordinates are recorded on here, and the only data you have about this curve is that it's 25 millimeters in from the edge, and it's 25 millimeters in at its center, and its center is sitting centered on this board. This line here that is long, short, indicates a center. So the first thing we need to do is mark that line on in the middle of the length of our board. So I'm going to measure our board, find with maths as centre and mark the centre, and then along that line come in 25. The next thing I'm going to need to do is mark the breadth of this curve. Now it's 90 from the centre, so again we need the same centre line on there, and 90 up and 90 down. So it's 180 millimetres wide and 25 millimetres deep. Okay, and then it's just an even curve. So another way of setting out curves here. Now measure the length 350, half of 350 is 175. So I'm going to put a little dot. Again, I don't want to go too heavy and obtrusive with my pencil line. Try square on that dot. Now I know I need a curve on both sides, so I'm going to put that line all the way along. And then I'm going to measure in 25, which was the depth of that curve, right on the centre line there, 25 millimetres. And I had to, so while I'm here with the ruler, 25 millimetres. Then I wanted to come 90 left of the line and 90 right of the line, which I know with maths is 180. Those two markers actually need to be sitting right on the edge of the wood. So if I use the tri-square so that there's no variation added here, don't want variation added here. And if you know how to mark this out and you mark it out well, you will find you probably only need to mark it once, and then you can use that for the you mark one and cut one, and you can use that, flip it over to mark your other piece of wood so that yours are all the same. Now this is done as using those three ordinates, so the left hand side, the right hand side and the centre of the curve. And what you actually are going to do, and I'll turn it so you can see, is you're going to flex. There are special tools for this, but we can use these steel rulers. You're going to flex the ruler and sit it on those 3 points, and when it's on those 3 points perfectly, you can draw off it with a pencil. Now you might need a friend to do that, in fact you almost certainly will, but you're going to mark off that curve.